Hi friends, welcome to Aishudiy. Bye. This is a bracelet tutorial. Mother's Day is around the corner, so I thought I would do a little different than what I normally do. And this bracelet is really easy and simple for you guys to make. You can also make this by yourself, or you can actually buy it from my Etsy shop if you wish to for Mother's Day. So there will be a special coupon code for Mother's Day as well. And you can buy stuff from my Etsy shop. I don't have much on my Etsy shop right now, but as the video goes by, I'm planning to upload more. Like, subscribe, and share this video to your friends and family. And this is a teardrop focal bracelet and for Mother's Day, and it's very springy, and the color combination is nice and it's quite different. And as you can see, it has a focal and teardrop crystals and seed beads in the bracelet, and it's very fun to wear. So let's just see how to make this bracelet. You will have an option of 3 colors in this bracelet to buy if you want to. One is this color, the other one is the one that we are going to make, and then there is one more which I will make with this color. So the same bead, a different color, and some teardrops in the contrast color. So let's see how to make these. It's fun, easy at the same time. So here are the beads that I have selected for the video today. So this is a pink bead, it's a rectangle, and that's going to be our focal, and this dark navy blue kind of a thing is going to be the teardrop on the side. And then we need one more 8 odd seed beads in a color which complements this. So that's one thing we need, and one more thing we need is cord. This one is 0.8 millimeter, I believe, and I bought this spool. This was like a, I think, 8 spool pack from Michaels, and this was one of the color, and there is a navy blue color which I chose for this project. We need 2 lengths of these. Let's see how much I did cut. I just measured around my wrist like that, and I left a considerable distance for the knots and for the closure. So let me see how much I do have here. That's 12 plus almost 5.5. So it's 17 to 18 inches long. So that's what I have here. And then we need 2 lengths of that, and 1 length of, say, 12, yes, the same, 18 inches. So one for the clasp right here, the sliding knot that we are going to do, and the other 2 is for the strands. So let's gather the materials and let's get started. So I picked up this lilac, like really transparent, but it has a tinge of lilac in it for the seed beads for this color. And you can actually glue these ends. Let me show you guys how to do this. I have here some bead stringing glue. You can use GS Cement. This is from Beadalon. And what you do is you take the ends and just run your glue over this, just like that. Run it all the way and then let it dry. This will help you put the beads on really easily. I am doing this long because of my focal. It has to go through my focal, which is quite long. So that's why I'm doing this long. Otherwise, if it is going to be just a teardrop bead, you don't have to do this long. You just rub it with glue, let it dry for some time, and then it will be like foam for you to thread the beads in. So if you would like to support my channel, go ahead and buy these bracelets for Mother's Day on my Etsy shop, and then you can gift it to your mom or gift it for yourself and for your friends and family. So while that is drying, we can string these beads. So first of all, I would like to string the center bead, because the focal is the one which is kind of difficult for me to string in, because we need to put two cords through the focal. So I tend to put the focal in between and then hold it just like that, tight, and then try to put the other thread in. Sometimes if you're lucky it goes through, which it did. Okay, now not a problem. So okay, that's in. So I'm just waiting for the glue to dry. You can actually use any beads you want, any focal, like even a small bead would do, but the hole needs to be big enough to accommodate two cords. Or you can use a cord which is like thinner than this. 0.4 millimeter would be much thinner and it would go through many of your beads. And then this, for this teardrop also, you can replace this teardrop with roundels, crystals, whichever bead goes through this. You can even use just seed beads, like 8 or seed beads goes very nicely with this. Even 6 odd would go. 11 odd, it's difficult. If it is a thinner cord, yes, it would go through that. So you can use basically any cords you want, and you can also use some spacer beads like these ones in your bracelet, but I just want it to be simple and straightforward. That's why I'm doing this. So I'm just going to add a seed bead. As you can see, this 8 or seed bead comfortably goes through this without any problems. And so I have used the teardrops like this. You can also use it like this, it's up to you. 1 8 odd, 1 teardrop, 1 8 odd, 1 teardrop. So this is a pattern that I'm following. You don't have to follow the same pattern. You can follow whichever pattern you want. You can also add multiple seed beads and just a seed bead, just one centrifugal. That will also work. So I am just putting 4 teardrops because, as you can see, this bracelet, it's adjustable. So you can actually make it for any size wrist easily. It'll fit anybody. So this is how it looks, and as you can see, you still have space for this side, and 4 beads is much um, more than enough for the wrist. So I'm just using this 4 teardrops. You can use it as per your wrist size. You can also burn the ends to put the beads in easily, but this one is pretty good actually. This one has big holes, so I don't have to worry about it much. But if you have the beads smaller, then you will have to use a bigger, I mean, you'll have to burn the ends or make this thing stiff with the, as you can see, this one is a little bit stiff because I put glue and the glue has dried already. This is very convenient to wear, and you can match it with any outfit you want. You can do black and white or neutral colors to go with every color, or you can use multi-color seed beads or multicolor crystal beads, and the center focal with multicolor. So you can choose whatever you want. You can make this for yourself or for your friends and family. I'm just stringing in the beads. I just didn't want a whole lot of a different color over here because I want this blue and the pink to show. That's why I'm going with the translucent seed bead. Just don't be afraid of using different colors. Your handmade jewelry is unique as yourself, and then you can customize it as you wish. I have strung in all the beads. Okay, now I just put everything. Okay, I need one more seed bead here. So I just hold the ends in my hand together. Then bring everything in the middle just like that, and then drop it down. So this is where you want your knot to be. You do it on one side, just an overhand knot. Take two cords and wrap it around your index finger and your middle finger, and you have a loop. Take the two ends, put it underneath the loop, and then bring it out like that. That's just an overhand knot. And then I want to bring the knot as close to the bead as possible without taking the seed bead inside the loop. So just push it, take your time, do it slowly, and then tighten the knot. There we go. Our knot is secure. So, and then now push all the beads to this side. When you make the knot the other side, you need to be a little bit careful. The bracelet comes like this, it doesn't stay flat. So you need a little bit of a movement, little bit of space between the, see, as you can see, this moves a little bit. There is a little space so that it is not tight and it is not very stiff. So this little movement helps. And now this side, I take it, do the same thing, wrap it around my two fingers, then take the end of the cord, insert it into the loop. And when I'm making the loop, there is one trick that you can do. And take a piece of wire, a small piece of wire, and then put it inside this loop, and then bring the loop all the way to the end. If you pull this end, the loop will move, and you're holding the loop as close to the beads as possible, and then just come ahead and tighten it. And when you're okay with it, go ahead and tighten it individually by pulling the strings. And as you can see, I left a little bit of a gap. So that's to it. We have tied the knots, and now all we need to do is we need to make the sliding knot with macrame. So you can go ahead and watch how to make a square knot on my channel. I have uploaded a video for that. And we still have one more 17 inches to 18 inches of thread that I would put underneath all these 4 cords, which I have kept it like that, just like that, and then start doing our square knots. So square knot, we make a P, this is a Q, then take the other right cord, put it on top of the left cord, take the end. These 4 cords are considered to be one single cord, so I'm just going to go underneath all the 4 cords into the Q space, and then take it and then tie a knot. When I'm going to tie the first knot, I'm going to hold these 2 ends together in my fingers and then bring this knot down tightly, and now tighten it. And now you can actually move your knot a little bit ahead so that you have enough space to make the sliding knots. So now tighten it, and then now we are going to make our P. Take the left hand cord, put it on top of the right hand cord and underneath all 4 cords, and then go into the P and tighten it. Now Q. I have taken a little bit more cord because I want the knot to be nice and big enough. And then if you don't want your string to be way too tight, you can do this knot little bit loose. That way the sliding knot won't be that hard for you to pull. But I like it to be secure, so I end up making it tight only. So I'm doing our P's and Q's. One idea is, if there is you can see there is a small bump over here, if that is visible. Okay, the small bump over here, that's the area we need to make the P or Q. So if there's a small bump, I make a Q that side and then put this underneath. You can also hold it in your hand like this and do the macrame, or you can lay it flat down. You can tape these ends like this here with painter's tape and then do your knots as well. Let me show you guys quickly how to do that. So I don't need my bead mat. Take my work, keep it on the table. This is painter's tape. And then tape this top here. And then these are your working cords. Don't tape your working cords. Then take another piece of painter's tape. And then put it right here. So this is the area you're going to knot. Now put it like this, like that, then go underneath. So going underneath the 4 cords, it's a little bit difficult because we are doing a short string, so you have to be patient enough to take it and get it through it. If it is a long cord, what you can do essentially is keep a buffer here just like, say, a small thing. Even a pen would do. Just tape this here, and then you can put a pen or something underneath all the four cords so that there's a gap for you to put your thread through. Now my P. So we alternate the P's and Q's to make one P and one Q constitutes one square knot, and just the P or just the Q is a half square knot. I'm gonna continue making my square knots, and I'll see you guys back. Done macrameing. Let's just finish this off. Take my tape off, and then what I do is I invert my work. This was my working thread. I take these two and tie an overhand knot right over left, go underneath and just tie it tight. And then what I do is I just snip off a little bit, leaving a little bit space. And then what I do is you can take a lighter if you want. I take this and burn this end and then just attach it to the work. Burn this end and then attach it. So now it's pretty straightforward, and we have these ends. You can actually take your seed beads and so you can just take your seed beads and thread it on the wire. And then tie a knot. And do the same. Just burn the ends and then just press it. Do it on all four cords. That way, when you pull the threads, it won't come off the You can add how many beads you want. I am just adding one bead, but you can add couple of beads or you can add one teardrop. It's totally up to you to decorate the ends. We just need one bead or just a knot to, you can also just do a knot to stop the thread from coming out when you pull. Just an overhand knot. That's it. we are done. Our bracelet is done. You can use a lighter. For some reason lighter is not a thing for me. So the first time it will be a little bit tight, but then once you move it, okay, there we go. That's our necklace and that's our bracelet. And I hope this color combination is extremely pretty. And you can buy these from my Etsy shop, and then you can support my channel that way. And there's one more color which I showed you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share my videos to your friends and family. Hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos a couple of times a week, and it comes around 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.